Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Here I am in a Chinese light tank, I think tier 8. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not the greatest. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. The thing is, some people just don't admit their mistakes. Some people never talk about their mistakes. Some people don't learn from their mistakes, but everyone makes them. And I'm going to feature a game here that I played where I made a lot of mistakes. The result is pretty good. The result is pretty for me, but I made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to point out my mistakes. I was playing the tier 8 light tank and I was trying to get 2 marks. When you're trying to for your marks, you play very selfishly. You don't want to die. You don't want to take risks. You just want to, because you have to be consistent. You can't have those. You can't take the super aggressive positions, you know, for the chance that maybe you'll get killed early, and that ruins the consistency. I'm spotted. Ooh, I gotta. I tried for the big bush. I tried for the super spotting game, but I got spotted. Now here's one thing that I do right. I got spotted, but I did not spot anyone on my way there or when I got to that bush. My little brain is churning, thinking, okay, there's a lot of people on the one line, or at least the light tank, maybe the ELC that moved in a position to counter spot me. Most of the enemies are probably going the other way. That's at least what I thought, so I'm switching flanks. We have a WZ132A that's also spotting the 1-2 line, so he can do that. So far, I haven't made that many mistakes. You know, some of the greatest things, the greatest learning is achieved from mistakes. Here's a story for you that not many of you knew. Steven Spielberg made a big mistake. Jaws. In preparation for making that film, he and the crew and technicians worked so hard in manufacturing and building and creating and designing 3 super huge robotic sharks made out of like the, you know, robots, sharks. They were going to use these sharks in the movie. They had the whole script. It was going to be one of the like Godzilla but better, you know, with the shark robots. And they tested them. They're all ready to go. And then when they went to film the movie, they put those shark robots in the water, in the ocean, and within minutes they all failed, and the salt corroded everything, and they sank, and they wouldn't work. Millions of dollars, huge models of these sharks. They were going to film these sharks in the movie, and so he was screwed. His star actors were gone. They didn't work. It's a big fuck up because they tested the prototypes, and they tested them in pools in California, but they never tested them in salt water. And as soon as they started filming and they put them in the ocean, they didn't work. So he went home dejected that day and thought his career is over. How is he going to explain this? It's a flop. They're going to have to cancel the movie. He failed. He made a mistake. No, he sat down and he thought, you know, okay, the sharks don't work. He rewrote the script, leaving out the shark. He completely rewrote it and said, well, I don't have the mechanical sharks, so we'll rewrite the whole thing, and we'll do it like Hitchcock did. We'll never really show the shark. We'll just use the music and the sound and the build-up, and we'll imply that the shark's there by people getting pulled under the water. They did everything but show the shark. They left the shark to your imagination. And they filmed the movie like that. I think in that whole movie, the shark is visible for less than 5 minutes in that whole movie. Some clips they had of the mechanical ones before they sank and stopped working. They filmed it all and rewrote it, leaving the shark out. And it was scarier without the shark than it would have been if it was made with the mechanical sharks. Today, and if you would watch that movie, it would be an old, dated, look at that funny mechanical shark. Boy, the technology then was so bad. Terrible. made a mistake, and actually ended up with a success. You guys know this other story too, right? Coke, the old story. Coke decided that it was time for them to change their flavor. Let's change the flavor of Coke. Some guy that works at Coke thought it would be a good idea if we changed the flavor of Coke. Wait a minute, look at the burrasque. Watch the burrasque. I accidentally did 1,245 spotting assist. Some idiot decided that it would be a good idea to change the flavor of Coke because they were competing against Pepsi. And they thought, well, if we change the flavor, well, that'll create hype. And then we'll sell more because it'll be new improved Coke. And they did that. And everyone fucking hated the new improved Coke. They said, why the hell did you change the flavor of Coke? It would be like changing the emblem on a Ferrari. What's wrong with you? It was a disaster. It was a nightmare. What did they do? They sat down and they said, okay, we need to bring the Coke back. The new Coke, we'll take the old Coke and we'll call it Coke Classic and we'll put it in the old bottle. And we'll have two types of Coke. The people that like the new Coke will keep buying the new one, but we'll have the old one back. And they scrambled and they fixed it and they increased their market share accidentally after making a fuck up. I wonder if they fired that guy or whether the prick probably got promoted, got some extra stock options. They probably fired some bottlers or bottle washers while they thought things were, when things were going downhill. They fired some regular schmoes and promoted the dick for brains that had the bright idea to change the flavor of Coke. I don't drink Coke, but it's a funny story. So people make mistakes, and Coke never admitted that it was a mistake. They said, no, we of course the new flavor is great, and we brought back the classic. I think these people that they make mistakes, but then they pretend that they didn't. In hindsight, they explain it away. Politicians do that, right? There's some leaders, the Canadian Prime Minister and the American presidents, and those are the ones that I follow because I live in North America. But they're all the same, right? They fuck up day after day after day. They make stupid decisions. They say stupid things. Then they just deny them. They say, no, I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. We're issuing a clarifying statement. In hindsight, right? Like the Canadian, all the politicians that told us to stay home for the past 2 years. Don't travel. Don't go visit your family for Thanksgiving. It's so dangerous. We need to do, stay home, lock yourselves up. And right after making their announcement, they all go on holidays. They're filmed down in Barbados, partying, wearing a grass skirt with a pina colada, dancing what is that song called? The chicken dance or whatever. They're all a bunch of wait a minute, I'm getting sidetracked. What was I saying here? Okay, I've already made my first mistake. My first mistake, and you guys see the mistake? Now I'm just checking if I'm going to get spotted while I go to the bush. I was being hesitant of pushing the one line because I didn't know where the ELC was. The ELC was just spotted. You see his last known position there, kind of on the other side of the rails? As soon as I knew that the ELC was not on this 1-2 line, I should have been more aggressive on this line, pushing forward. But look at me. What am I doing? Klaus, what are you doing? You're in a bush. Well, I'm not. I think I've spent about 45 seconds now not helping my team at all. So what am I going to learn? I could say no. I could, in hindsight, deny that I screwed up here. And the result's going to be pretty good for me. And, try and convince you that this is how you're supposed to play it. And I'm just being cautious and blah, blah, blah. But no, this is a fuck up. I knew that the ELC was spotted on the other side of the rails, but it didn't click in. It didn't click into my mind that, okay, the coast should be relatively clear for me to proceed down this 1-2 line because I have low noise muffler, I have commander's vision system, and I have optics. I have this tank equipped purely for detection, and I'm being very, very passive right here. Now, right about now, I think, oh shit, what am I doing? There's 5 minutes left, and I look at the map and I see the ELC last known position, and I realize I should be the guy pushing forward here. So now I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get a lot of spotting assist, and some of you will say, oh, wow, good job spotting. Yes, good job spotting. There's the ELC again. You see where he's just been spotted? But hesitating for about... How long did I hesitate? Not long. No, it wasn't the whole game. I hesitated, I think, for about 2.5 minutes. Let's be realistic. Probably 2.5 minutes. I'm a fairly cautious player to start off with, and I threw about a 2.5 minutes of hesitation in there. And that's going to cost us. Let's just keep watching here. But now I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I could have been doing this a few minutes ago, at least. Let's just say 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago. And now I'm hoping my team can get shots on these guys. I'm wondering, should I shoot him? A little bit more hesitation here. I can't shoot, because if I shoot, I'm going to get detected. My teammate's getting a little antsy there. He's wondering, why aren't you spotting? I'm going to spot, but I'm doing it so cautiously and so slowly. Look at it. It's almost painful to watch. I'm watching myself, and I'm feeling the pain. There. Okay, I've spotted another one. See, Commander's vision system, optics. This is what I should have been doing 3 minutes ago. Now I'm racking up the spotting assist. Why doesn't Coke just say, yeah, we fucked up with that change in the flavor, and a lot of you told us that we were stupid doing that, so we're bringing back the old one. Why do they have to make it a marketing thing? Why do politicians have to lie about their lies? I'm going to show you this game and just say, yeah, I screwed up. That was my screw up. Let's say 3 minutes. I wasted 3 minutes to clearing out that one line. Now I'm going to do a little farming, which is good. This is not a mistake right now. And now I'm looking at the minimap, realizing we've lost the north, and there's some guys spotted on the other side of the rails. They're going to be heading to our base soon. Right, they're going to head to our base. So what do? I anticipate that. First, I'm going to check the corner here just to make sure there's no one else here. Just keep moving along these bushes. This is all okay. This is all okay, but I'm looking at the minimap thinking, they're not going to come back. They're heading towards our base is what I'm thinking. I can't zip across the open ground there, but now I'm going to waste another 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds. There's the ELC. I'm going to go for the ELC. I knew they were coming the other way. There's the... I can't really push on him. The team can handle him. I'm heading back to try and take out that pesky ELC. And there they are. They're in our base, like I anticipated. Those two last known positions on the island in the northeast, they probably crossed the rails. One of them is in the base. I'm the fastest guy. I have to go back. But now look at the time in the game. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Remember that 3 minutes I wasted? I wasted 3 minutes. And now I'm telling the team I'm gonna spot. The ELC pulls a really good move there. I think it was the ELC went into the base just to bait us. And now he's left the base, which is a smart move. It makes people come back. And now they're probably waiting to snipe. Where are they? Where are they? There's one. Okay, I spotted this guy. Team, start shooting. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit more spotting assist here. A lot more spotting, another 1,500 spotting assist. Yeah, and not bad. And now let's take out the ELC. I'm looking at the map. There's an Astron Rex, last known position on the island. And now I have to rush things. I want to take out this ELC, but now we're fighting the clock. It's 1 minute and 39 seconds. I'm heading towards the ELC. I want to ram him and shoot him. There's the Astron Rex. I'm going to take my chances here. If I can ram him and shoot him and get into the low ground, I should be safe. I shoot him, ram him, but I tracks myself, and the Astron Rex kills me because I'm a Muppet. While I was tracked, I couldn't get under that ridge line to protect myself from the Astron Rex, but my team got the Astron Rex. They got the ELC. We've got the win. Close to our fingertips. But now imagine if we had an extra 3 minutes. If we had an extra 3 minutes, this is a victory. And it's a good victory. It's a victory with a lot of spotting. With a lot of fairly good play. But instead, let's see. Do we get the victory? I mean, the team is moving in now. The team is doing their best to try and clean up. 36 seconds left. Ay, 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 ay. You know where this is going. There's an artillery. The STB-1 is frustrated. Oh, there's a... What? Someone got him? This guy is not shooting. Can the Skoda hit the artillery up on the hill? It's going to end up as a draw. We can't blame this guy. Whose fault was it? It was the light tank's fault. It was my fault for hesitating too much. Let's see the end plate here. Oh, poor little Claus is dead. A draw. So a selfish achievement, 2 marks. Patrol duty. All right? On a draw. 1,700 damage. I finish on top. You know why? Why did I finish on top? Because I did 7,221 spotting assist. So you look at those numbers and you think, boy, that's a pretty good game. I'd be satisfied with that game. But if you want to get better, if you want to learn from your mistakes, not just deny you made mistakes. Yes, I screwed up. I wasted about 3 minutes in that battle hesitating. And if I didn't hesitate, if I had more map awareness and I didn't hesitate for those 3 minutes, we would have cleared out that 1-2 line and we would have went back and we would have had more time to deal with the rest of the enemies. And I'm sure that would have been a victory with maybe 8,000 or 9,000 spotting. And that's the difference. That's the difference between 3 marking and 2 marking. But there you go, guys. I thought I'd share that with you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And remember, learn from your mistakes. I fully admit sometimes, you know, I'm not Mr. Super Unicom. I'm just a regular schmo trying my best, and sometimes mistakes were made. But we can learn, and hopefully you guys gleaned a little bit of info out of that video too. So I will catch you on the next one.